everybody. Nancy Haynes, Director of Behavior and Enrichment. I am doing some safe handling with you at home because it's all we have right now. So, bear in mind I'm going to go over some equipment. I don't have a ton of things with me, but I'm going to talk a little bit about the equipment that we talked about in the presentation. I wanted to go over safe handling with how you would get a dog in and out of a kennel. This is a crate. We're going to pretend that this is one of the dog kennels at the shelter. The same mechanisms are true. The door would open out towards you. The most important thing that you want to do is making sure you're blocking the door with your body. And you also want to be making sure you have proper body language with the animal. So this is my foster. I'm going to pretend that I don't know him very well. So initially I would want to have this kind of body language. I wouldn't want to be, standing over him, hovering like this. I want to be to the side. I'm going to, present my hand to see, all of his body language is pretty good right now. I don't know if it's hard for you guys to see or not, but he's sniffing me. And I'm going to back up a little bit. Obviously this is short, so I have to squat down. Please disregard the mess above me. I'm in the process of moving. But what I want to do, if I'm working with a regular leash, I'm going to have the leash in my hand. I'm going to open the kennel just enough so that I can put my hand in. And I want to block that with my knee so that he can't get past me. I'm going to find the loop of his martingale, because he is wearing a martingale. And then I'm going to just clip it, short leash, open the door and let him out. And then we would be going short leash right out the door of the kennel. A couple other things that you might want to be using is a slip lead. So I don't have a good slip lead with me right now, but I'm going to use this to show you guys what a slip lead would look like. It's wise walkie, so normal slip leads wouldn't have this end on it. So we're going to put him back in his kennel, and I'm going to show you how I would get him out just using a slip lead. Good boy. So, again, I want to be blocking the doorway. I want to try and, talk to him. I don't want to hover. I want to offer my hand. You want to be watching his body language. Obviously, I keep looking at you guys at the camera. But if I'm going to use a slip lead, I'm going to have the slip lead in my dominant hand. I'm going to open the door up just the same. I'm going to feed it in. And I'm trying not to make too much noise with this because this is a little heavy since it has. And then I'm going to take him out on a short leash. Just like that. He's being very cooperative. So, what you want to do with a dog that might not be interested in having you touch them. This is a really, really good tip that I learned. You want to use a slip lead and a regular leash. This is great for the really fearful dogs, the smaller dogs that might not be interested in having you reaching towards their neck or their collar. So you get a slip lead like this, a regular leash, and you want to clip it just to the loop on your slip lead, just like that. So then if I'm slipping my dog, so we're going to slip him like this. That second leash is basically just a safety. I'm not going to do anything with that leash. I'm going to move him and I'm going to walk him with my slip lead. Come on, in. In. Come on. In. He doesn't want to go back in because I don't have any treats on me. But you guys can see, we're going to pretend that he was in his kennel. So, all I need to do now is pull this leash, and the slip lead comes right off, and I don't even have to touch him. So that's really helpful when you're working with a dog that you're nervous about reaching for his collar. I'm going to take his collar off to show you guys. Well, you can see him actually right now. This is a martingale. This is how a martingale should properly fit. It should never be able to touch these two sides to each other. That means it's too loose. It should just have a little bit of tightening so that he can't slip out. He's got such a big head, he wouldn't slip out anyways. But I'll take it off so that you guys can see it. Most of our dogs will be wearing martingales. The only dogs that may not be wearing martingales are very small dogs or puppies maybe, dogs that might not need it. says, oh, my head is so big. There we go. So you guys can see, it should never be that tight. It should only be able to tighten up about that much. So that's what the martingale looks like. And in the presentation, I'm going to add a video for you guys to see how to fit a Easy Walk harness. I don't have one with me here at the house, so we'll show you guys that in the video. And any questions, feel free to email me, and we'll keep moving on. Thanks.